Hi there, I'm Jamie Taylor. Welcome to Your Health Matters, brought to you by Kingman Regional Medical Center, your not-for-profit community-owned hospital. This program focuses on healthcare issues and programs relevant to you and your family. I hope you'll stay tuned because we've got a great guest on the program today. We'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back to Your Health Matters. My guest today is Scott Kern, who is a good personal friend of mine and happens to work for me here at KRMC as well.
That's true.
Thanks for being on the show,
Scott.
Scott.
No problem, thanks for having me.
So Scott's the public relations specialist here at KRMC, and you were sharing earlier that this isn't your first go-around here at KRMC.
No, this is actually my fourth. I started here in the volunteer program in junior high, and then I came back to work in the wellness center when this first opened up. I was a front desk person and salesperson. And then I came back and did my college internship in this department before you came on. Okay. So, like I said, this is the fourth time and hopefully the last time. Okay. I don't really want to go somewhere else.
So you're actually kind of a rarity here in Kingman in that you're born and raised here.
Yeah, I was born and raised, born on the second floor of this hospital, ironically enough. My mom still works in the emergency room. Okay. You know, my grandma was a volunteer here for 30-some-odd years, and my brother's been worked here for some time. So.
That's right, that's right. I forgot about Tom working in the IT department.
So this place has really taken care of my family over the years in more ways than one.
That's great. And then you went away to college, but then you came back.
I was broke, so I had to come home. Yeah. that's the story I tell everyone. It's true. I missed Kingman, but I was mostly broke.
Oh, okay.
So things happen for a reason. I really believe that. So I'm supposed to be here.
You wouldn't be working for this awesome department.
I would not be. So you learn so much in this department too on the fly.
Well, so Scott, as your role in PR specialist, of course, the majority of what you do is special events for the hospital and the foundation. I was looking at our calendar here, and as I mentioned before, that our calendar was busy when it was just me, myself, and I, and then I got to add you to the team. And
look at it now.
Woof-bah. It's amazing. So we're going to just kind of go through this calendar so people can kind of plan their next year for 2012.
If I had to, I think they should. It's only fair.
That's right. And this is all great things. We always joke about the fact that people complain there's nothing to do in Kingman, and we go,
I can show them stuff to do.
Yeah, there is lots to do in Kingman, at least as far as we're concerned.
Exactly.
So our first event for the new year for 2012 is the maternity fair on January 21st. So what's that going to be involved with?
The maternity fair, it's January 21st. It runs from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and it's going to be in the Wellness Center in the front of the Medical Professional Building. And normally we have about 30 vendors that are here, and it's all for expectant mothers or mothers for that fact that are thinking about having a kid, another child or what have you. And we'll have ultrasound stuff here so you can hear your baby's heartbeat. Rick from Off-Broadway Photography will be here to take pictures of the expectant mothers. That's always a fun one. Rick does a great job with that. Yes, he does. We'll do hearing tests, sight tests for moms, and just general information on healthcare for mothers, expectant mothers, and anyone else that might come through.
And planning.
Going
forward, right. Very good. Well, and then, of course, in February is a big fun event.
Yeah, the Mardi Gras.
The Mardi Gras.
I love the Mardi Gras.
Yeah, this is our second year. Last year was such a great success that we decided to do it again.
Yeah. And I can't wait for that. We're in the early stages of planning that right now, and it's coming up fast. And we're going to have that over at the other hospital, and
the new edition of
KRMC. Right. We'll call it that for right now, but we'll have Mardi Gras there, and we're planning a lot of fun things, and we're going to try and make it a little more entertaining and more interactive this year too. So it should be fun for everyone. Even better. Our goal is to step it up every year and do one or two more things that'll make people say, "Wow, I want to come back and do this again."
Exactly. So that's on February 18th at the Wallapai Mountain Medical Center. It starts 6 to 10.
6 to 10, like or until the party stops. We're flexible on that.
Right.
I mean, if we own the place, we can't get kicked out.
That's true. Don't tell Brian. No. But I know last year we had a photographer there.
We did.
And it was kind of an upscale event. I mean, people dressed, they could come in costume or just dress in formal attire. Masks were encouraged. And I think we're going to do along that same theme.
We're going to do something very similar this year. I like having the upscale dinner. I like the idea of the costumes. We're going to have some masks that we'll give everyone a mask that comes in, but we're also going to try and sell some. I don't want to say better masks, but a little bit more upscale New Orleans style masks. That'll be fun. That you'll want to take home and put up. I've got a couple in our office, as you've seen. They're just kind of fun to have.
Yes.
So we're going to try and sell those this year too, and just
So those will be available like as a fundraiser.
As a fundraiser type thing too, and we'll add a couple street games you might see down in New Orleans, and maybe even a crystal ball reader. I don't know. We're still kicking ideas around.
Okay. Well, and if anybody wants to be a sponsor, obviously we're still looking for sponsors.
Yes.
So there's lots of opportunities there. They can be both a table sponsor, all the way up to the major sponsor of the program, and then they can also just buy individual tickets, right? Correct. So what kind of pricing are we talking? Do you remember?
Yeah, the individual tickets, I want to say it's $30 for a single and $50 for a couple.
Okay.
And the sponsorship levels start at $500 and go all the way up to $2,500. So depending on what level of sponsorship you have, depends on either you just get a table and mention in the program for the evening, or we can even have your name up there with ours as a major event sponsor on all of our giveaway stuff.
Right, because there'll be some nice giveaways.
We do nice giveaways, and we really try to make it worth our sponsors' while to make sure they want to come back and do this again. Right. It has to be a win-win for all of us.
Absolutely, that's great. So that again is February 18th. If anybody has any questions, they can call you.
They can call me.
And that's 681-8656.
I know 681-8656, yeah.
I know your number better than I know my own because I give it to everybody. Just call Scott.
That explains so much.
Yes. Okay, so after we recover from the Mardi Gras, then we go
to the Senior Fair.
Senior Fair, just the following weekend.
Following weekend, yeah.
So February's busy. And Senior Fair, you kind of think, well, that sort of explains itself. But I tell people we don't card them, so you don't have to be 65 or over to attend.
It's a health fair for all ages. We'll still have stuff for hearing, sight, nutrition, blood glucose, blood pressure. It's another event where we have probably 30 to 40 vendors that'll come and talk to you about different aspects of healthcare for more than just the seniors. We'll also have them for people my age and even younger if they want. It's just general information geared towards seniors, but available for everybody.
Right, and of course all our health expos include a free lunch.
Yeah, so we do supply free food, so that always does help attendance.
And that's on the 25th from 9 to 1 again, here in the Wellness Center. Okay. So then after that, we've got the Cancer Awareness Expo. So we must be taking March off. I hate to say
Well, we're not taking it off per se. We have other stuff we have to work on. We're just not publishing it yet.
Okay. But in April, around April 14th, sometime in there, we'll be doing the Cancer
Awareness Expo.
Cancer Awareness Expo. And I think that's really important, too, because a lot of times people think, well, that's just for people who have cancer. I don't think that's true.
It's a lot about awareness and prevention. And it's also for the survivors to kind of come back and see what what the technology might have evolved that we also have to offer here at KRMC. And you know as well as anyone else that we have so much technology available to us through our cancer center, even our imaging center now, that it's important for people to come and see what we have to offer so they can educate themselves, because they might either have cancer or know someone close to them with cancer. So it's
and that's why it's one of those things. I mean, you don't like to think about it until the day comes that you get that diagnosis, or you have a family or friend who does, and then it's important that you have the information and you know where to go. And I think I've shared before in this program how one of the biggest gifts that KRMC has given to our community is that we have these types of facilities here so people can stay home.
Exactly.
They don't have to go to Vegas and Phoenix. They can stay right here and get their treatment, go home to their own beds, have their family and friends around them. Yeah, it's so much better. So this Cancer Awareness Expo is going to help build that awareness for the community as well. So then May, that's another big fun event and a fundraiser. This is it our 7th or 8th year? I think
it's the 8th or 9th. I think it's our 9th.
Yes, I think you're right.
The race for hospice.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's Mother's Day weekend, so is that the 13th or the 12th?
The 12th is Saturday.
12th. I'm always a day off. So I got Mother's Day right.
That's
Remember that, Mom. That's great, right? It's that weekend, and we always get about 150 to almost 200 runners now between runners and walkers, and that's downtown. It's from the powerhouse up to El Trove and back. It sounds like it's a challenging course, but you know as well as I do it's not. But we don't run it either.
I know. So. It looks like a challenging course to me personally, but
I've driven it. It's kind of rough on the car, but I'm not. We'll see.
I've driven it. I haven't even attempted to walk it. But it's a good route, Yeah,
it's fun. It's a nice spring morning run, is what it is.
Yeah.
The weather's always been good to us, knock on wood, and
Yep, it has, and all of the monies from that event go to the
Jonah Dana Hospice
Home, right? And that's something we didn't mention on the Mardi Gras, of course, that the fundraiser for that is actually going to the OB perinatal unit.
Yeah.
We're always looking for ways to help improve, and the foundation, of course, that's what they do, is fundraise for new programs and services here at KRMC, and the Mardi Gras has been focused on babies and helping the perinatal unit.
And so we've come up with the Beats for Babies tagline is what we kind of come up run with. But
and I know they've with last year's funds were able to add and remodel a lactation room for new moms. So that's great. And I know they have lots of other wish lists to make the perinatal unit even more mother friendly. So that's part of what that's going for. So then the Race for Hospice is for hospice, actually, and it's become such a focused on running that's why we started the walk then in the fall,
in October,
the Spirit of Hospice Walk, and we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean people can't walk.
No, we'll still have the walking course in May. It's actually what we've done between the race in May and the walk in October. It's 2 different courses completely. So if anyone wants to walk in May, we encourage it. This year, though, we did decide we will change the walking path instead of going through downtown, which has always been a nice little morning jaunt. But people do get lost. So this year, every year someone gets lost. So instead of setting out a manhunt, we're just going to have people walk the running course and back. It's the same distance. You're going to make
them climb the hill.
Yeah, but they're going to walk, so it's not going to be that bad. And we'll have extra water stops. It'll be a nice deal for them.
Very good. Well, maybe this will be my year to walk El Trabator.
We encourage it.
Okay.
We think you can go, you can do your walking, and you can entertain and socialize while we take care of everything else in the back.
There you go. I know. I love having such an awesome staff
that
takes care of
We've decided that's our goal as part of our working for you. Is our job is to be behind the scenes. Your job is to be in front of everybody else. So let us do our thing.
Okay. Remember that. So that's May 12th. Starts at 7:30 at the Powerhouse Visitor Center. Then the following week is Hospital Week, which a lot of times people out in the general public think, oh, I don't care about that. But it really is an opportunity for the public to get behind, if you would, the employees, all the nurses, the doctors, all the healthcare professionals that help provide the best possible healthcare right here in Kingman.
Yeah.
And it's a time for us to celebrate.
Yeah, it's like our Spirit Week in high school.
Yeah.
Every day we do something different, something fun, whether it's dress up in 70s attire or neon or whatever. It kind of gives the employees a little bit of a break. Even though we're still doing serious stuff, we still get to have a little bit of fun with it.
Right.
And the KRMC's always done a very good job about promoting the fish philosophy, which is having fun while you work. So this is one of those opportunities for us to have a little bit of fun with each other.
And I think that really is one of the things that makes this culture work so well and focus so good on healthcare, is the fact that we learn to have fun and when it's appropriate.
Versus when it's not appropriate. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, we're only halfway through the year.
I know. It seems like it's a lot more.
And we'll talk about the rest of the events. I hope you'll stay tuned, because believe me, the second half of 2012 is just as full of things to do. We'll be back right after these messages.